Welcome to the Building Diaries. I have decided to start this series to bring you guys along with me while I go on a little journey to build some more muscle before summer. And I decided to do this because, first of all, I had been meaning to kind of go through like a bulking phase throughout literally like December through March, but life kind of got hectic and I wasn't able to really focus in on that. So we're here in end of February. We are going to do this. We are going to focus on building muscle, but staying as lean as we can at the same time, which obviously with gaining weight, you're going to gain fat, but I'm not really worried about that. I just want to build some muscle because I feel like I've lost some muscle. Today, for the first time, we are meal prepping together. Going into a slight surplus, not a crazy surplus. I'm about 300 calorie surplus, and we're really focusing on building muscle, not overall just gaining weight, but we are building muscle. Okay, I want my strength back. I want my muscle back. I'm feeling a little small and weak, and I don't like that. I'm focusing in on doing that in the next couple of months, really building as much as I can and focusing on feeding myself, fueling myself, and really taking care of my body better. I jotted down some notes for me beginning this journey, and I recommend if you are going to start this journey with me or start your own, whether it's a little cutting phase, bulking, or even body recomp, write down a list of things. So first off, I have on here my starting measurements, weight, etc. And then I have my workout split as well as my calories and macros. And then I have a breakfast idea kind of thing for me to focus on getting at least 40 grams of protein and 655 calories. I think it's super important to start your day off with a good amount of protein, as well as trying to, get that calorie intake up so that you're not like forcing yourself to get in at the end of the day. Jotted down my ideal breakfast to hit these goals. I recommend you jot down a couple recipe ideas, some ideas of meals that are going to hit your goals, whatever they are, and really just use this as a guide overall. But we're not going to go in depth with all of that today. We are going in depth with some meal prep, but in a little different way, because I am not someone that meal preps like the whole week, a bunch of different meals. I'm someone that kind of likes meal prepping throughout the week. Say today we are meal prepping some taco bowls, and that's what I'm gonna have for lunch, and then for dinner I'm making something different. Then we are marinating some meat for tomorrow to cook, so I have that for dinner tomorrow, and then have a prep for the next couple days with that. So kind of like spanning it out, prepping throughout the week, but having the staples prepped, such as rice, some sort of meat, okay, some meat, have it in the fridge. Sweet potatoes, snacky kind of things. I'm gonna prep the pico today. So that's kind of the key for prepping, is making it work for you, whether you're someone that would rather prep for 3 different recipes for the whole week in one day, or you're someone like me that kind of would rather prep by making basically extras for dinner and having leftovers, if you will, prepped for the rest of the week. However it works for you, that's the key. Make it sustainable for your lifestyle. And if, the generic meal prepping, 5 different recipes on one day of the week is not helpful for you, then don't do it. We're getting started off with our sweet potatoes because they are going to take a minute for us to do. And then we are going to get straight into making our taco meat, which one of the absolute favorite meals that I have, super go-to, super easy, is taco bowls. And you can literally customize them so many different ways day to day. And it's a super easy thing to prep. have ready for you. Super simple, and it's always delicious because you can do whatever you want with it. Before we get started with this prep, I'm gonna eat myself a snack because I am so hungry. I'm not starting this strong because I have not eaten since breakfast today. It is currently 3:34. So I need to eat a snack before I start making this because I literally haven't eaten lunch. That is why prep comes in handy. I literally have chicken and rice, and I'm gonna make a super easy little snack meal before getting started with cooking. The thing about me is I love to romanticize things. So the wine glass for the water, and then adding a little flavoring, okay? A fun little water drink. Wash your sweet potatoes real good. This is a red sweet potato, literally the biggest sweet potato I've ever seen in my life. Are you serious? Comparative to this other sweet potato. Like, what? A peeler, so unfortunately that's kind of annoying, but I would peel it, but since I don't have a peeler and I really do not want to eat this skin, this is kind of gross, I'm gonna do my best to peel it with this knife. Obviously, if you have a peeler, use the peeler. So that's the first step. Whenever I cube my sweet potatoes, I always like to peel the skin off first. I just recorded a whole thing for you guys, talking to you guys about me making my prep right now for lunch a couple days later, and it deleted because my camera fell Like, it's on a tall tripod right now. And it fell and it hit the ground. And I honestly just thought that I broke my camera. My lens is a little scuffed up. Man, I'm so glad my camera is working. That was terrifying. I am currently plating my meal prep. I'm making a taco bowl. I was throwing some good advice on here, so that's really annoying that it deleted too. I just heated up the meal prep in the container, so my taco meat and my sweet potatoes that we prepped together. My taco bowl, I'm adding pico and cottage cheese because I ran out of Greek yogurt yesterday. I had this for meal prep yesterday. It was delicious, and of course, like, you can really customize this to your goals. Obviously, I'm trying to gain weight. I'm trying to be in a calorie surplus, so I'm gonna be trying to add like more calorie dense, obviously a lot of protein in general. But if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to maintain, then you can kind of customize it specifically to your needs. But this is a really delicious, super easy meal. This is the last super cold day of the season. It is like in the single digits outside, so I have this heater with me. It's freezing. Is it so far? I'm about to add some avocado as well. As I was saying, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about tracking. I did start tracking again, and yesterday was not the best day for tracking. I did not hit a surplus. I wasn't even hitting my maintenance calories. I was in a deficit yesterday. So I think it's just important for vulnerability and being truly like open with you guys. It is not easy to bulk for most people, for some people, whatever. Like, if you're really paying attention to like hitting your protein and being in a surplus and like actually, you know, eating more nutritiously, it can be really, really difficult to hit your calories, your macros, etc. So I don't want it to sound like it's super simple, which is another reason why I wanted to do like the building diaries with you guys, so I can give you more tips for bulking or like just building muscle, getting enough protein in your diet, etc. Because it can be really difficult. It really can. Nutrition is one of those things that a lot of people struggle with on their journeys, whether it's struggling to gain weight or lose weight. It's a huge struggle for a lot of people. Tracking is also sometimes a struggle, and I would not recommend it to absolutely everyone. It can be a lot for you mentally, and obviously just like it's time consuming and all of that. But it is really important to have an idea of how much you are eating, and especially like protein and everything if you are on a fitness journey. But the thing is with that is it can get very nitty gritty, and that's the thing that kind of sucks, is like it can go from a really helpful tool to something that's not healthy for you mentally very quickly. And so if it ever gets to that point with you, it's not worth it sacrificing your mental health to try to make sure you're eating enough calories or enough protein, you know? So just like learning to try to be mindful as best as you can is the biggest thing ever. And of course, if you are someone that wants to track, wants to try it out, and it's not bad for you mentally at all, then do it, because it can be a very, very helpful tool for you to be able to be on top of your nutrition overall. It's currently 12:43. I have already eaten 1,300 calories and 114 grams of protein out of the 160 grams of protein. So we only have like 50 grams of protein left, which is good because I am eating dinner with my sister tonight, and I think we're gonna go get noodles or like Thai food. So pushing my protein really like in the morning as best I can is really good, so that I don't have to like super worry about my intake with noodles and stuff, because obviously that's not super high in protein. Again, you can super customize this to your specific goals. If you're trying to gain weight, obviously as much calories as you can. If you're trying to lose, then trying to, you know, balance your calories and your macros throughout the day will be good, so you stay satiated and you feel good throughout the day. Oh, yummy. I love me some avocado. My biggest struggle throughout my whole journey has been nutrition. I by no means am someone that can easily eat in a surplus. It is a huge struggle for me, and hugely it was like when I was really focusing on gaining weight overall, like when I just started trying to gain weight. Now, of course, I have a lot of knowledge from experience and stuff, but it can be very difficult. And you know, everyone has different struggles. So some people, it can be really hard to lose weight, and for others, it can be really hard to gain. So just being kind, especially online, to people that have different goals, because I be getting comments basically being like, all you did was gain weight. I'm like it was easy? And no, I didn't just gain weight. That again, like insinuates that it was super easy for me to do, which it was not. But also I built a bunch of muscle, so it's not like I literally just ate in a surplus and didn't like do anything else, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna let haters get to me, but like at the end of the day, like everyone struggles with different things. So be mindful of that. I am tracking all of this in my coaching app. I do one-on-one coaching, so if you are wanting to get more customized help with your fitness and your nutrition, of course, having access to me and doing weekly check-ins and all of that, that is available. I'll have it linked, of course. I have my calories and macros specific in my app so that I can make sure I track those right. We have lunch, super easy, super delicious. It's just so nice to have things prepped, because this would have taken me overall probably like an hour and a half, like prep cook time to make this meal. But since I did it all in one day, I have it for 4 different days. Ground beef, sweet potatoes, cottage cheese, avocado, and pico de gallo. And I'm gonna eat it with some lime chips, because I love me a good chip and get those calories up, you know? After I make myself a little drink, flavored water with creatine in it, then I'm eating my lunch. Creatine is an amazing supplement that helps in and out of the gym. It helps with your mental and muscular support. You have a bunch of benefits when it comes to creatine. It helps with energy to your muscle and your brain cells. So obviously more energy can attribute to a lot of things, but overall, you know, muscular endurance, strength, recovery, brain energy, brain power, and it's just an amazing overall supplement. Everyone can take it. I would recommend if you are someone that is already consistent in the gym, consistent on top of your routine, that's gonna really give you the most benefit. And obviously you're not gonna be seeing growth, muscular growth, or really progress with your goals if you're not on top of your routine in the first place. But again, creatine is a supplement on top of an already consistent plan. Get you some creatine and stick to your goals. This is the One Soul creatine, the cutest container, and obviously it's a great supplement overall. It is third-party tested as well, which is really important when you're looking into a creatine. You can get money off with my code Lindsey at checkout, and of course for like the protein, pre-workout, and all of that as well. But creatine is my #1 recommendation. The last thing for this week's meal prep is me cooking the chicken. I still have it marinating in the fridge, so it should be super juicy and flavorful. I'm really excited to try it, but I'm going to literally just throw that in the oven. I'm not gonna bore you with showing you how I cook that. I'm literally just gonna Google how long to cook it, so use Google as your source. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of the Building Diaries. Let me know questions you have, specifics you want me to get into as far as maybe bulking, cutting, body recomp, any of those kind of things, because I would love to talk more and give you more in-depth details and all of that, and tips, of course. But I will see you guys in my next video.